So you may be able to tell by what's sitting right next to me, but I did a massive yarn haul and I may have ordered a bit too much yarn. So let's do a yarn haul because this is the biggest Premier yarn order that I've ever placed. Alright, I got the box open, so I'm going to show you everything that I ordered. And first thing I see on top is a bunch of Premier Parfait XL. And I ordered the colors to make a giant duck and a froggy pool floaty, which is patterned by Crochet Grove. And I've made the duck in like the normal Premier yarn size. And I was like looking online and I was like, oh, you know, they have the colors for that duck and the froggy pool floaty. That'd be kind of cute if I made like a jumbo version. So I got all the colors to do that. I wasn't sure if one skein of yellow would be enough for the duck, so I ordered two. But I definitely have enough of these two colors for the rest of it with just one skein. So we will make a jumbo duck and a froggy pool floaty sometime in the near future, and I'll definitely show you the progress on that because I think that'll be super cute. Alright, and then I also ordered these two different purple colors in Premier XL because I thought these were like super pretty when I was looking online, and they also like go really well together. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna make with them yet, but I just couldn't pass them up because they were so pretty, and I was thinking maybe I would make like a jumbo dragon with them or something, but we'll see what I end up making. And then I got 3 skeins of white, and I go through this pretty quick, so I ordered 3 more of them because I don't have too many left. And I also ordered 3 skeins of this green color because this is another one that I use a lot of, the key lime. I made my little mini froggies with this color, and that's primarily what I use a lot of this color for. But I also use it for other things, and I go through it pretty quick. So I ordered 3 more skeins of that color. I also ordered 3 skeins of the teddy bear because I have been waiting for this to come back in stock for forever, and it was finally in stock. So I was like, okay, I better order 3. That's why I placed like this order, was because a lot of the colors that I have been needing were finally back in stock. So when I got home from work, you best believe I went on their site and ordered a bunch of colors because I was like, they're finally in stock. I gotta grab them while they're available. And yeah, because I actually looked online at like, because I've been checking periodically to see when things will go back in stock. And at like 11:30, I was like just looking right before I went to bed, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're back in stock. But it was like so late, I needed to go to bed, so I was like, okay, they better still be there when I get home from work, or else I'm gonna be sad. Luckily, they were still there, so I was able to get all the colors that I wanted. There was a couple that were out of stock, but like I didn't actually really need them that bad. So primarily it was the teddy bear and then the red and black that had been out of stock for a while that I was needing more of. So stocked up on teddy bear, and I also stocked up on the cardinal red because I literally ran out of this completely when I was doing my countdown to Christmas series, and I was using lots and lots of red. So I actually had to order like a different brand of yarn off of Amazon because I literally had no red yarn. And I was like, this is a problem. So I ordered some other random brand off of Amazon to make my Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they actually turned out really cute. And so yeah, because I ran out of red yarn, but now we're good. I got stocked back up on red yarn, so hopefully we'll be good for a while. And then like I said, I also was needing some more black. I didn't run out of it completely, but I didn't have much left, so I got 2 skeins of the black. I also got 2 skeins of this color, what is this one? Sea glass. I think I ran out of this one, or either that or I only had like a tiny little bit left. So I ordered 2 of that color as well. I also ordered 2 of this color because I also only had like a tiny bit left. And this one is Fog. I really like this gray. It's probably my favorite gray that Premier has. So I got 2 more skeins of that color. Also got 2 skeins of the color Shell because I was using this a lot in my Countdown to Christmas series. So I stocked back up on that. And I also got 2 skeins of the mushroom color because I was using a lot of this lately as well for a couple different projects. So I made sure to grab some more of that color. And that was mostly all of the ones that I like stocked up on, where I got at least 2 or 3 skeins. The rest were just kind of random colors. I was like, oh, I'll just order another one of this color and this color just to like make sure I don't run out and then it be a problem with it not being in stock, because lately that has been an issue. So I'll just show you the colors that I got one of. So I got one of the chocolate color brown and then one cotton candy pink. I also got one lagoon and then one emerald green. I got one tangerine orange, and then this one is the color yellow. So I got 2 of those. And then I got one seaside blue, and then one, I think this is rose. Yeah, rose. I haven't actually ordered this color from Premier before. I know I have like the color in Sweet Snuggles Light that looks like basically the same as this color, but I was like, oh, I maybe should get like a Premier version of the color because, you know, it's a little bit of a smaller yard weight. So I ordered that just in case I ever want that color for a project. Oh my gosh, my mountain of yarn is getting quite large back here. So the rest of the yarn that I have in this box is all of the new colors that Premier recently came out with. So I'm really excited to work with these. I don't know like what I'm gonna make with them yet, but I'm excited to like see all the new colors and work with them for different projects. So I actually ordered one of each of the new colors, and I did order 2 of one of them just because I was like, I think I'll actually use this one a lot. So that one I actually see right here, the one that I ordered 2 of, and that is in the color Acorn because I thought it looked really similar to the teddy bear color. Oh my gosh, I just realized I had a piece of tape on my knee. Okay, that's fun. Anyways, so yeah, anyways, what I was saying is that it looks really similar to the teddy bear color. So like if that ever like becomes an issue where it's out of stock again, this one could be a good replacement. So actually I'm going to compare that to the teddy bear to see how similar they are. Yeah, they are pretty similar. They're a little bit different, but it's pretty similar if you can see the difference. So yeah, I got 2 of that one. And then like I said, the rest of them, I just got 1 in each color. So this is the Candy Apple Red, which I also think looks pretty similar to their Cardinal Red. So I will compare those for you. This one's a much like brighter red. So that's what those look like next to each other. Alright, so the next color of the new ones is Maple Leaf, and I thought this one was super pretty. It's very fall vibes in my opinion. So is the yellow, which is right here. This is Maize. So I thought these are very, very cute for like fall. And there was another one that was fall-ish. Yeah, this one is about Harvest. Literally has a fall name. So I thought these ones were all like super cute for fall, and I was like thinking I should make something like for fall with these colors. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet, but they're really pretty like fall shades. So I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna make with them. I will let you know, to be determined, because fall is still a ways away, so we got a while to think of something. And then I got the Goblin Green, and I've never really like seen any color like similar to this before, so this will be a good color to have on hand. And then I got the Charcoal, and then this one is Sundown. So these, I think there's a color like similar to this one from Premier. I probably have it in my closet of yarn. So yeah, but I got it just to have on hand, and I think this Sundown's really pretty too. And the last one I have in the box is the new purple color they came out with called Haze. And I think this is pretty similar to the color they already have out, but now I have that one as well. So that is all of the yarn. Everything's out of the box. The box is empty. And there is the damage. Just don't tell my mom how much I spent on yarn, okay? She doesn't need to know that. But it's its investment into the business. So yeah, thanks for watching my yarn haul. That is everything that I got. Alright, now that all of my yarn is unboxed, I think the next thing that we should do is go reorganize my yarn shelf so that we can fit all of this new yarn on the shelf. And I actually think I'm going to have to take some of the plushies off of my yarn shelf because I don't know how I'm going to have enough room to fit all of this new yarn otherwise, because the top 3 cubes of my shelf mostly have plushies, like random plushies on them, and then a little bit of yarn as well. So I'm probably going to take those plushies off in order to fit all the new yarn in there, because all the other cubes are like stuffed to the max. So I'm going to take all the yarn off, reorganize everything, and put the new yarn in. That way I know exactly where all the colors are, so that when I'm looking for a specific color for a project, I know exactly where to find it. And I think that will make my life a lot easier. So I'm going to show you guys what my shelf looks like right now and the process of me reorganizing everything, and then what it looks like when I'm done. So let's go start organizing all of the new yarn. Alright, so this is actually not my room. I just filmed in here because the lighting was better. So I need to put all this yarn back into the box and bring it over to the room that my yarn shelf is in. And then we can get to organizing everything. So I think, actually I don't know how many skeins of yarn I ordered. I think it was like 30 something. I don't know. But this is definitely the most yarn that I've ordered at a time. So it was quite a lot of money. But we'll hopefully not have to order any more for a while, because I stocked up pretty good on a lot of the colors that I was needing more of and that I use a lot of. And I also do still have quite a bit, so we should be good for a while. But there we go, you can see the whole box is full. So let's bring this into my room with the rest of the yarn and get to organizing it all. Alright, so I wanted to show you what my yarn shelf looks like right now. And as you can see, it's already pretty full. This whole row here is all Premier yarn, and it's double stacked, so there's yarn behind the yarn that you can see as well. And then this row is mostly Sweet Snuggles Light and Chanel Home Slim. There's a little bit of Bernette Blanket mixed in there as well. And then this row down here, this is all of my jumbo yarn. This is mostly Bernette Blanket, a little bit of Big Twist mixed in there as well. And then over here is mostly fluffy yarn. Honestly, this one's kind of jumbled mess. There's some Bernette Blanket in there, and then behind there's acrylic yarn. So yeah, it's kind of a mess down here, and I want to rearrange that a little bit better. And then you can see up here, this is mostly plushies. I do have some yarn back here because I didn't have enough room for it down there. And then there's also some hiding back there as well. And I think there's even a skein up there. So we might have to move some of the plushies off to make more room for the yarn, which is okay. I think we can put some of them up here to display them. I don't really need all of them out for display, because some of them are ones that I recently market prepped, like the pigs and the turtles and stuff. Those can be put with the rest of the plushies that I have prepped for my next craft show. But I do kind of want to display like some of the ones that I'm keeping, like the horse and the hippo and the dragon and stuff like that I spent a lot of time on that I'm not selling. So we'll see if we can make enough room to display some of those. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like right now. So I will take everything down and put everything on the bed, and that way we can easily organize everything and put it all away with the new yarn. somebody please send help because this is actually ridiculous. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea because I can't even see half of the yarn or get to it to organize it. But here's what we're dealing with. It's all on the bed. It's all off the shelf. This makes it look so much worse. Like I have a yarn shopping problem because this is crazy. Maybe next time before you place your yarn order, put all your yarn on the bed and then it will make it look like you really don't need any more yarn. But yeah, so there's that. And not to make it any worse, but I did just go grab the 2 skeins of yarn I bought at the dollar store today. And so we gotta add those to the pile. I actually haven't ever used the dollar store yarn before, but I thought this would be a really pretty color for a cat. So I just picked up 2 of them so I could try it out and make like a cute little cat with it because I thought it would be like a really good color for that. So, yeah, we'll add those to the pile. And there we go. That's all of the yarn that I have and own. All out there for me to organize and put away. So now that all of that is out, let me show you the yarn shelf. Look at, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, look at how high that goes. I did want to point out that one of the yarn colors literally stained the shelf and the wall. I honestly have no idea how that happened. So I'm gonna go back and watch the video to figure out which color it was because I do not want to put that back on the shelf. I'm pretty sure it might have been Posh, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna have to go back and figure that out. But like, it's literally stained and I'm kind of mad about it because the shelf is only like a couple of months old and I repainted the walls before I put the shelf in to make this my like yarn closet. So yeah, kind of mad about that, but it's okay because the yarn will cover it up. But I did want to point that out because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. So I will put that yarn color up on the screen once I figure out which one it was so that you do not put that on your shelf either because I don't want that to happen to you because that's unfortunate. But anyway, I did want to point that out. So now that the yarn shelf is empty and we have our ginormous pile of yarn, we're gonna get to organizing it all, and I did try to put all of the Premier yarn like on this side, like put it up last. So I will organize all of that first because it's all like on this side together mostly. So I think that is a good place to start because this is gonna take a long time. So let's get going. update on how the yarn organizing is going. I finished these 3 shelves here, and all of that is just Premier yarn, and I was able to fit all of my Parfait Chunky on these 3 shelves except for this bit here, which is just kind of like random ones that I didn't fit on there, so we'll have to find a different spot for those. But those shelves are done, so I'm going to move on down here and start organizing my other yarn brands, and then we will come back to these and see where we can fit those. Alright guys, look at how good the yarn shelf looks. It's all so organized and by color, which I love. I was able to fit most of the yarn on these 9 shelves. I do have one overflow shelf over here, so this cube is just like extra Premier yarn, and there's some big twists in the back as well. So I told myself I wasn't allowed to buy any more yarn until I get the extra shelf gone, so like there's enough room to keep all of the yarn on just these shelves, and that way I have these ones open to display plushies, because we do not need any more yarn right now. I really need to get through some of the stash first. But yeah, it's looking really good. So I'm just going to put some plushies up on here to display them, and then we'll be all done. And I do have some scrap yarn left over. And so I think I'm going to get like a cute little bin and put it on the top of the shelf to keep all of the scrap yarn. And then I also have these two that I just didn't put on the shelf either. They're so small they can just go in the scrap bin. Those are the ones I bought today that I was going to make like a cat with. So I'll make that at some point, but for now we'll just throw it in the scrap bin. Okay, so I put back the plushies that were up there before that I'm not planning on selling, and then the rest of them I am selling, so I put all of those with the other ones. So we have some room left still to add more plushies as we make them for ones that we want to display and that I'm not planning on selling. So yeah, we have my cute little hippo, this duck and a froggy poo floaty, my horse, this cute Highland cow, a purple dragon, and then 2 turtles up here. So yeah, I think we're done. Everything is all organized and we finally finished. That took quite some time, so I'm glad it's done, but we got all the new yarn put away and my yarn shelf looks so good. I just need to get a little basket for my scrap yarn and put it like on the top somewhere, and then yeah. So thanks so much for watching my yarn haul and coming along with me while I organized all of my yarn. Definitely helped motivate me because, not gonna lie, I was like gonna quit there for a second, but then I was like, no, I need to finish filming this before I run out of daylight. So thanks for helping keep me motivated, and I will see you in the next video.